大家好，我是青青。今天我们继续《火焰纹章之风花雪月》黑旧线刀第5期啊！现在是角弓节，9月份。那现在的音乐呢，非常的紧张啊，是因为福莲失踪了，我们要去找他。
Oh my! Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to waste.
走吧，去找福莲啊！追寻福莲的线索。
Hello. We must begin our search for Flame, Professor. If she ran off of her own free will, that's her business. But that may not be the case.
你看这句话说的好像福莲自己失踪的一样啊，自己溜了的一样，明明就是你抓的她。
For her sake, I suggest we assume that she was abducted and begin an investigation. Who benefits from kidnapping her? Let's gather all the information we can on anyone who's been acting strangely. I have a favor to ask.
这任务的奖励呢，还是一把钢斧，只有你艾戴尔能用，是吧？希尔达和库罗德歌剧团，这个的话，要么就是朵罗西亚的，要么就是马努埃拉的啦。士官学校。
Let's see. I have thoroughly surveyed the entire monastery, and yet I have not found a single trace of evidence that suggests Flame was abducted. Perhaps we must seek out personal recounts rather than physical evidence. In any case, we must hurry before something terrible happens.
I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flame's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she is all right.
嘟嘟真的好高啊！其实小王子也很高，但是呢，站在嘟嘟的旁边啊，就像是大人跟小孩的差距一样。干净的绷带，这个是希尔达的甜食大全。
Where could Flame have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her. But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flame. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too.
那边有一个任务啊，我们去接一下。
I hope you're up for a challenge.
老是拼命工作不坦率却很可爱的人，这个应该是追里尔吧？蔬菜种子5个，草本植物种子5个，纯爱的信。接着的话呢，我们去一趟大教堂。雷亚和玛丽安奴在这里。
Hey.
举行合唱季，我们让朵罗西亚还有卡斯帕尔。
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
Yeah! I'll sing so loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky!
亚的支援等级应该提升喽。
Oh, Caspar, just who I was hoping to see. I have a tiny little request if you have time to help me.
I'm always happy to help. What can I do for you?
That is exactly what I was hoping to hear. Would you mind coming along to my room?
Your room? Okay. This isn't what I had in mind.
Come on, a big, strong guy like you. This is easy. Lift up the cabinet, please. I need to dust behind it.
这个朵罗西亚的话，她有1.7米啊，然后卡斯帕连1.6米都没有，你还好意思让人家帮你干这些粗活？
There's still more to do. Why do you care so much about keeping this place clean? It's just a dorm room.
Were you raised in a stable? Leaving this place a mess wouldn't be fair to the next person who uses it. In fact, I think once we're done with this room, we should clean up your room as well.
Yeah, I don't think so. I have some actual training to do.
Oh, come to think of it, I have a date myself. The fella I'm seeing has quite a charming face, rich family, and I assume a tolerable personality.
Don't you get tired of spending time with all these guys who have tolerable personalities?
Oh, it gets tedious at times. You must listen to them talk, for one thing. But it's important for my future.
That's how I see my training. I guess it's pretty much the same thing.
I don't know if that's a comparison you really want to make.
Why not? Seems about right to me. Sure, I'm a noble, but I'm also a second son. I don't have anything coming to me. Why do you think I'm always training so much? I need to prove myself on the battlefield if I plan on making it anywhere in this world. I know you don't have noble status or wealth, so you're putting in the effort to marry well, right? See? Pretty much the same thing.
I suppose. It would be nice if everyone saw it that way. Well then, Caspar, I need to get ready for my date. But shall we both agree to work hard for our futures?
Absolutely. I just hope our efforts are worth it.
卡斯帕尔作为次子的话呢，他也是非常之痛苦的，因为他无法继承家产，只能靠自己的努力了。
Dear Goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flame. May I ask a favor?
玛丽安奴的话呢，它有特异功能啊，它可以跟动物对话。塞罗斯经典，塞罗斯教团的人，这谁的呢？我们去找一下 Lady Rhea。
Professor, have you still not found any leads regarding Flame's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere. Not even the knights on guard have seen anything of note.
齐心协力的搜索吧！你竟然亲自去搜索。
I too care for Flame. She is like family to me. May the goddess protect dear Flame until she returns to us.
教职员研修，好，我们学习一下。信仰。紧接着的话，我们是去一下训练场先。武斗大会，那这一次的武斗大会是终极辅术大会，推荐等级是12级以上。哎，正好是艾戴尔啊，我们就让艾戴尔来吧，这怎么弄啊？ 稳了，稳了。
Now you know your limits. know your limits. Now you know your limits.
准决赛啊，我们要加一下血嘛？我们有2次加血机会啊！
Witness my power. Now you know your limits.
帅气，帅气！获得了
I'm
钢斧，
glad I asked you.
哎，又获得了一把钢斧。待会儿我们做完了本节限定的寻找浮脸的任务呢，又会获得一把钢斧啊！钢斧，哎，我还拿到命中戒指啊！命中戒指的话给，命中戒指的话，我选择给贝尔，因为弓箭手的话呢，命中是个问题啊。铁斧，2把铁斧够了。 破甲剑的话你用不着。你来一把钢斧加。宝箱钥匙，先收进运输队再说吧。命中戒指给你。 这么多伤药用不着啊！铁剑，再给你一把钢剑吧，破甲剑给你吧，要不？可以了。我来这里呢，主要找一下卡多利奴。
Did you hear about Flane? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know. 温胜，白色花朵的种子，安禅草，这是就刚才玛丽安奴那个任务需要的。上一次种的是根茎植物，2个根茎植物的种子和3个水蓝色花朵的种子。我们获得了好多花呀，来福是猪笼草、玫瑰、铃兰、银莲花。 紫色花朵的种子3个，蓝色花朵的种子1个，白色花朵的种子3个，红色花朵的种子3个，全是花。我们种5个果树种子吧。获得的快腿胡萝卜，快腿胡萝卜的效果呢是速度加1。 现在我们去一趟宿舍1楼，找一下贝尔纳提塔。刚才获得的猪笼草的话呢，可以送给贝尔，这是贝尔最喜欢的东西，他应该是喜欢这个猪笼草的。
Please not in here. I guess I have to let you in to prove it, don't I?
菲尔的房间总算是打开了。其实我不是来问你这个的，我就是想来找你说说话呀。
No one's in Bernie's room but Bernie. Maybe Flame just wanted to be alone for a while. Have you considered that? Come to think of it, where is her room anyway?
我们送他一个猪笼草，他应该很喜欢。
Wow, thank you so much.
你果然喜欢这个啊。
Beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air? It is like something out of a book. If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman. Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to?
被甜品吸引到食堂，跟你一样，被可爱的花朵吸引到温室。
That is what I thought. Why I am here, in fact. But she is nowhere to be seen.
拉斐尔，
I hope Flame isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them. Now that I think about it, I saw Aloise hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flame, you know? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry.
他怀疑阿罗伊斯啊，那这个事情呢，肯定是不关阿罗伊斯的事。小凡
Ow! Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head.
All I did was suggest that Flame might have eloped.
是你不识相，是有这个可能吗？
I don't know. I was just suggesting things, and suddenly I was seeing stars and Ingrid was yelling at me.
被揍得惊心乱窜。
Ah, you're looking for Flame's kidnapper. I can't say anything for sure, but I do have suspicions about Yuritsa.
你看，还是菲利克斯靠谱啊，好吗？绝对就是伊艾里扎老师啊！正确答案已经放在这里了。
There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. It couldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least. At this hour, I think you'll find him sparring with Catherine at the training grounds.
我刚刚去过，他不在。羽绒枕啊，这个是林哈尔特的。找一下阿罗伊斯吧。
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk? What? Me? Abduct Flame? You can't really believe I did that.
你好像惹他生气过好几次。
Oh, that's just because of my dumb jokes. She says that they're not very good. But if I went around kidnapping everyone who said that, the whole monastery would be empty.
教职员研究，他这里没什么。要不要把重甲学成 C 呢？挖掘谁是需要重甲的？学一下辅助。接着的话呢，我们去一下入口大厅这里了。
To think that Flame would disappear like this. Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert. I feel as though I've met him somewhere before. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once.
那是因为他是雅尼特他老爹呀，好吗？虔诚的信徒。
I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped or what. I just know that Flame's in trouble. That's it. I can't keep sitting around. I gotta go find her. Where do I start?
他有雷霆的坊间啊，这个应该是卡斯帕尔
Yeah,
的。
that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
干劲提升。
Hello.
林哈尔特。
Interesting. Flame? No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. Oh, you're looking for her. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else. I just recently learned she has a crest. Did you know that, Professor? If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense interest in her. Oh, no, I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flame.
你的枕头掉了，羽绒枕。
Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding it.
接下来我们去哪儿呢？我们去一下骑士之间。休伯特、雅尼特、茱莉亚和托马修在这儿，先去一下马厩这里吧。这个贵族子弟的东西啊，这个应该是菲尔迪南特的南方产的种子。
Young Flame's disappearance is most troubling. What? Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you who. A fool, that's who.
他已经被你彻底的调查过了。
Alas, Sethith would never allow that. However, while Flame's major crest of Sethlin is rare, there are others who possess it.
林哈尔特就有啊，林哈尔特的话，他也有圣西瑟林的文章。
If Flame has been taken hostage, then we know she is alive. At least for now. There would be no point to abducting her if simple murder was the objective. That's only logical, Professor.
这可疑的手帕是你的吧
Yes, that is mine. Thank you. Where did you find it? Unfortunately, you are...
Hmm. 其实刚才啊，那个休伯特看的那个地方，看的那个位置啊，就是弗莲被绑架的地方。
I can't believe Flame just disappeared. I don't like it one little bit. Oh, are you here to see someone? Alois and Shamir and all the knights are gonna head into town soon.
有没有他的失误呢？好像没有。哎，虔诚的信徒的东西。
I don't know who this belongs to.
与教团有关之人
I
的
don't know
东
who
西。
this.
嗯，都不是他的啊。哦，我要给他那个
Oh, Alois.
纯爱的信。
Thanks, Professor.
这边好像没什么人了。雅尼特。
There have been a lot of rumors swirling around lately about a Death Knight who kidnaps people from the nearby town. You don't think Flame was, you know, do you?
我不这么认为，有这个可能性。确实是被死神骑士给拐走了。
true or not, I just hope our Flame is safe.
挖他的话别挖了啊！你老爹的话呢是绝对会站在法加斯神圣王国这一边的啊！如果你到了黑绉，你就与你老爹为敌了。
I've only ever spoken to Flame a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her.
图样图森破，你喜欢福莲吗
？What makes you say that? This is hardly the time for teasing, you know.
这开玩笑都开不起的嘛，雷斯。害虫驱除法。
Do you really think Flame was kidnapped?
被你弟弟绑架了。我也这么认为，就是你弟弟绑架的他呀。
I have a feeling you're right. They really need to find her and quickly.
没事的话我们就不挖了。
Flame was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. They remind me of warriors of Bridget. Before she was here, what was she getting up to?
这个佩托拉的话，他为什么会作为帝国的人质被绑来这里呢？就是因为防止布里基特跟达古扎一起联合，然后进攻帝国。
Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela?
然后，萨米亚的话，他是达古扎人。
I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flame's disappearance. Do you know? Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company.
多罗蒂亚和马努艾拉的话，他们都是歌剧团的，想诱惑女性之人，这小烦恼啊。去一趟市场。陶醋栗、诺亚果，其实陶醋栗跟诺亚果我已经有很多了。我来这里呢是为了找一下萨米亚。
Maybe. What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Is this about Flame? You find me suspicious.
你不是弗朵拉人吗
True. Your point being? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seros. But that hardly links me to Flame's disappearance.
因为他是达古扎人。
Practice yields results.
Hey.
雀鳝、水虫、杏仁茶。我们去交一下任务，顺便去一趟训练场。
Impressive. Nice work.
Did you hear about Flame? Some of the lower-ranked... What? Yuritsa? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him?
听说他每晚都会外出。
I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
现在我们去找一下托马修。
What is it? Is something the matter? I see. So, Flayn has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons?
你为什么要到处打听福莲的事
I
呢？
was away from the monastery for a few years, but do not forget, I have spent more than 4 decades in total working here at Garreg-Mach Monastery. Yet it was not until recently that I learned that Seteth has a sister. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that.
索隆啊，不要伪装了，其实我已经看穿你了。去教堂交一下任务。玛丽安奴。
I didn't mean to trouble you.
我们去找一下亚修吧。话说，宿舍2楼不是应该都是贵族学生的宿舍吗？亚修为什么会在2楼？哦，这边有只猫。我说那个箭头是什么呢？
I heard something like this happened last year, too. Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits.
或许真的是幽灵搞的鬼，或许与这次的犯人是同一个人。亚修的话，他好像是怕鬼的，所以应该选第2个吧。
I thought the same. Could there be a connection?
你在这儿找谁呢？这洛莲兹的房间，看亚修也不是找洛莲兹的样子啊。那这谁的房间？菲尔迪南特。亚修为什么会站在这个贵族学生的宿舍门口呢？爹地。
Because of Flayn's disappearance, all of the knights are searching non-stop. But we haven't found a single lead. Seteth's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort.
是伊艾里扎的面具吗？
I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right. 汉尼曼似乎不在，不是，我要捡东西。这应该是汉尼曼的东西吧？
Miss Flayn's whereabouts are unknown. Pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation?
你的真实身份是
I was once a knight in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. Annette is... she is my... but no. I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask no more.
亚尼特是我的女儿啊！ 那现在的话，我们就可以回去交任务了。
I knew I could count on you. Manuela ran off with Yuritsa's mask? We'll have to speak with both of them. But where could Manuela be? Yuritsa is likely at the training grounds, or in his quarters on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
没错，他就是在骑士之间那里啊，就这个位置。休伯特盯着这里呢。当然，现在如果我们选择过去的话呢，本月就直接跳过了，这是一个陷阱。所以的话呢，我们不能过去。今日菜单是迪亚朵拉风油炸炙鸡肉，请卡斯帕尔和贝尔。
I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
下面2点行动点的话呢，我们再邀请一下串烧熟成肉啊，我们邀请一下这个萨米亚和追里尔。
Having a meal together with Shamir. I'm happy and more than a bit nervous.
It's rude to ignore the professor like that.
支援等级提升了吗？哎，果然，我跟追里尔的支援等级提升了。剩下最后一点行动点的话，我们砂锅烧飞鱼邀请一下阿罗伊斯和卡多利奴，他们2个的话也是有这个支援等级的。
Oh, my favorite food. You've got to try this.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody!
我们去触发一下支援剧情。
Professor，
卡多利奴似乎想跟你谈话，是否要回应？是的。
I wonder why. Why does Lady Rhea give you special treatment? You're not particularly strong or good-looking. You seem exceedingly unremarkable. Not that I doubt you were a skilled mercenary. Shamir came from the same background, but she doesn't get nearly as much of Lady Rhea's attention. Besides, it'd be one thing if you got brought on as a knight, but a professorship, unprecedented.
就算你那么说。
I just don't get it. I'm flummoxed as to why she holds you in such high esteem. And it's not like just anyone can wield the Sword of the Creator. It's a legendary relic, right? And it was casually handed over to you. It's unbelievable. Maybe it's because you're related to Geralt. He was a leader of the Knights of Seiros, and probably the finest mercenary in all Fodlan. By the time I joined, he was gone. So I don't know him too well, but he's strong, right?
是这样吗？
Oh, come on. There can't be a soul in Fodlan who hasn't heard tales of the Blade Breaker. Maybe that's it. Geralt used his influence to help you. But Lady Rhea wouldn't give you favorable treatment because of that. No, definitely not. There must be something more to you. Okay, that settles it. I'm going to watch from afar. Figure out what Lady Rhea could possibly see in you. Whatever it is, maybe I can copy it so that you'll take a shine to me as well. And if I discover that your intentions are malicious, I'll cut you down with relish.
你确定吗？你真的对自己充满了自信？洛莲兹，你什么推理啊？我来听一听。
If Flayn were taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away?
顺着他的话说吧，有这个可能性。
If that is the case, it is unlikely that we will find her anywhere in the monastery.
狗屁不通的推理。雅尼特猜的是对的啊，确实是死神绑架了他。
Professor，
追了，来吧。
Aha! Found you! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes.
有什么事吗？
Well, yeah. I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere. Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find.
一起找他吗？
No, it's alright, thanks. But if you see him, then please find me and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is and I can tell him. I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there. I figure I ought to chop them up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time.
这是雇佣童工啊。
If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there. Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah? Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not... Oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
这里儿好忙呀，他。哎，这怎么还有？萨米亚和追里尔。
Hey Shamir, how do you think I'm doing with my bow lately? Think I'm getting pretty good? I hit closer to the bullseye today, and that felt real good.
You were fine.
Fine? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Shamir.
You take too many direct shots, though.
But it's easier if you shoot straight.
Of course it is. But if you can hit your enemy with a straight shot, you're too close. Tell me, Cyril, what's an archer's greatest weakness?
When we get too close to the enemy and we can't shoot the way we're supposed to?
Exactly. As an archer, your position is critical. Know exactly how far the enemy is and keep a minimum safe distance. Understood?
You mean to stay away from the enemies, but not too far away or my arrows can't hit them.
So you understand why you can't rely on straight shots. You have to use curved shots as well. Never run up to your target. Hit them from a safe range.
Shoot them from a safe range with curved shots.
Archers should always control the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna go practice some of those curved shots right now.
You're not a bad student. If nothing else, you have the right attitude.
You think so?
Keep it up.
I will.
萨米亚看起来挺凶的啊。今天是雷斯塔诸侯同盟领成立纪念日，食堂将会提供特别的菜单，要和伙伴们一起用餐吗？是的。
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
Shall we? Yes, let's do it. Here's the results. I won't forget all I've learned.
It's starting to take shape.
哦，如果就是教学日撞上节日的话，就是没有教学，所以的话就9月8号这一天的话就不上课，但是大家还是会自习啊，还是会提升。出街有个红色的国境扫荡站。夺回秘密名册，阻挡贸易通道的贼人。本周末的话呢，我们选择讲习，由我来讲课。菲尔迪南特还是没有来听课啊？你跑到哪里去了？
It's starting to take shape.
I'm getting it.
I think I got it.
.我们更改一下小组课题啊，我们改成艾戴尔和菲尔迪南特。还是让艾戴尔和休伯特吧。需要个别指导吗？不需要了，我们直接委任指导。
Tell me something.
听我说，我快要吃遍食堂的菜色了。 接下来我该怎么办才好？这样我就失去尝试新菜色的乐趣了。那么试着自己做饭如何呢？
I'm not sure about that.
这居然是最差的答案。卡多利奴的生日，举行茶会。他喜欢什么茶呢？这个我是真不知道。薄荷茶吧。
Oh, you didn't invite me here for a duel? Thanks. Delicious. Mm-hmm.
晚餐的邀约，关于图书室的藏书，两人曾一同欢笑的话题。
What?
想一起训练的对象。
What?
视为目标的人物。
I hear your nickname is Ashen Demon. It's good, but not as good as Thunder Catherine.
灰色恶魔，表示佩服吧？啊？
No need to concern yourself with trivialities, Lady Edelgard. I will handle this.
Hubert, the whole point is for us to achieve this together, don't you think?
Perhaps you're right. Then let's see it done quickly.
We have no good excuse for it, but somehow we came up short.
Agreed. The bar may have been set rather too high.
艾戴尔的目标呢，
The
确实
battlefield
是
has much to teach.
I'm closing in on expertise.
艾戴尔的目标确实是太高了，太高了。我们依然选择散步。苏蒂斯。
Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to waste.
老规矩啊，先温室，再唱歌，再吃饭。5个果树种子，收获了什么呢？2个果树种子，4个桃醋栗，3个阿鲁比涅梅，1个弗朵拉北方产种子，2个根茎植物种子，2个白色花朵的种子，1个摩尔菲斯蜜里，1个奇迹豆。直接种蔬菜种子比较好。合唱的话呢，我们这次让萨米亚和休伯特。虽然他们2个都很讨厌唱歌。
Is this necessary? I'll sing if I must.
Must I? Fine, but I will sing it solemnly.
再去找一下维亚。香草树，熟悉植物的人，是玛丽安奴吗？植物，其实有好多人都很熟悉植物。
Perhaps. May the goddess protect dear Flame.
学习剑术。 我们宴请一下萨米亚和休伯特。红无精乡村风味餐。
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
You seem to dine with company often, unlike me.
哦，我和萨米亚的支援等级提升了，但是他们两个之间的支援等级还没有提升啊，好吧，好吧。下面呢，我们请艾戴尔和哈尼曼吃这个蜜桃冰沙。
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
然后呢，我们继续请蜜桃冰沙让贝尔和阿罗伊斯。
There's no one I'd rather eat with than the Professor and Alois.
Hear, hear. This old chair keeps creaking. I fear it's on its last legs. Ha!
然后我们就可以看到贝尔和阿罗伊斯他们的支援等级提升了。
Okay, I must drop off these papers with Bernadetta. I'm not sure how to go about this. She's as timid as a mouse, and that's when speaking to people her own age. She'll likely scream the second she sees me. Maybe this is a mistake. All that noise is going to frighten the other students.
Hi. Can I help you?
Ah, hello. I have some business with Bernadetta. I wasn't sure how to approach her.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay. What business do you have with Bernie?
I was supposed to deliver this, you see. Perhaps you can take it off my hands?
Right. Thanks for taking the time.
No trouble at all. Here it is.
Thanks. I'm going to head in now, if that's okay.
Whew, that's quite a relief. How kind of Bernadetta's friend, making that delivery for me. Wait a second. That was Bernadetta. But it couldn't have been. She spoke so normally. She didn't act frightened at all. In fact, she was quite friendly. Ouch! Oh, yes, it still hurts when I pinch my cheek, so I'm not dreaming. I'm glad the ordeal's done with, but now I feel terribly confused and a little worried. Meek little Bernadetta, what have they done to you?
对啊，这是一个很大的疑问，为什么贝尔他会不怕阿罗伊斯呢？下面我们宴请一下佩托拉和追里尔，铁板瘦肉。
I would be liking that greatly.
This is so good. Can I have seconds?
接着呢，我们来宴请一下林哈尔特和卡多利努奥。哥迪耶芝士香烤炙鸡肉。
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody!
最后是菲尔迪南特和朵罗蒂亚。
Food tastes best when you are sharing it with others. Do you not think so, Dorothea?
Yes. Present company excluded, of course.
朵罗蒂亚到底她为什么这么讨厌菲尔迪南特呢？之后的话也是会有所交代的。敌人等级主要就是我和萨米亚的。士官学校，又是士官学校这里。来吧，萨米亚。
Professor. Hey, Professor. The students seem to like you.
应该没错吧
And you're not modest about it. I like that. Still, I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor.
我有自信，我能。
Oh? You're an odd one. But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out fine for you. I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles.
你之前是佣兵吗？你不擅长面对贵族吗？
I was. My family had nothing when I was growing up. There were too many mouths to feed, so I left. Joined up with some mercs for the pay. The work suited me, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers. And that's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want. I'm joking. But the knights do make a good business partner.
缔结契约
I don't believe in the Church of Seros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights.
Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her.
I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc. Who knows, though? Maybe you and I will end up working together. Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though.
I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
很好，我们与塞米亚的支援度提升了，还剩2点体力。我们去找汉尼曼学习一下。不擅长整理之人，应该是马努埃拉吧。
Young what? Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you, Flame's crest, the major crest of Sethlin, is rare, but there are others who possess it.
休伯特盯着看的这个地方呢，就是这个地方啊，就是死神骑士拐带福莲的地方啊。你看，他还装模作样的在说应该平安无事吧这种话。找一下萨米亚。
What brings you here? I'm taking. Is this about Flame? You find me suspicious. I was somewhere else, fighting. Is that a problem? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seros, but that hardly links me to Flame's disappearance.
我是来找你教职员研修的。 委任指导吧。
My efforts were not in vain.
Ah, it's clear to me now. I will master this.
Professor?
不行 ，Professor 不同意。
We have no good excuse for it, but somehow we came up short.
Agreed. The bar may have been set rather too high.
I've grasped it! How lovely! I work to grow.
准备一下大家的特技啊！贝尔的话，他学会了守卫的用兵术，跟愤怒之阵交换一下。暂时就这样了，大家可以参加一下资格考试吗？艾戴尔的话，他可以考这个土匪，来吧。
As expected.
休伯特他们都考过了，林哈尔特也考过了，卡斯帕尔。
Oh yeah, nailed it.
I passed thanks to you, Professor.
佩托拉，诶，哦，剑客。
I have success.
去一下商店，补充一下我们的战力。其他就应该就没什么了吧？准备一下我们的骑士团，夏洛斯教团兵升到5级了。都升到满了。盖斯巴尔骑士团，下面的全都是等级比较低的，高的也就那几个了呀。其实这个也挺好，算了，就练着吧。那我们本周末的话呢，就还是选择讲习。
I've grasped it. How lovely.
今天是朵罗西亚的生日，我们举行一下茶会。她会喜欢哪个茶呢？ 草本茶、洋甘菊花茶、香柠檬茶。草本茶比较多。
Isn't it nice taking a moment to relax? Why, thank you so much. Smells good. Yeah.
金汉骑士团的传言，初恋的话题，猫的话题，应该是这个初恋的话题。理想的交往方式，在市场的孩子的话题，关于修道院的谜团，应该是这个理想的交往方式啊。关于钓鱼池的怪鱼，关于桥上的风景，视为目标的人物，视为目标的人物吧。
Oh, really? Why are men so vain? They should know their lies will never last.
加油打气，说出自己的想法；责备，说出自己的想法。可以啦。
That was a lovely cup of tea. Thank you, Professor. Please call me again.
我们要准备一下物品啊！我们要派2个人去开箱子，那派谁去呢？让南哥去吧。你的话，你装，诶，幸运宝箱钥匙在这里。再派卡斯帕尔去，你也拿个宝箱钥匙。至于这个奇迹豆的话呢，就我自己吃掉。
It seems Flame is still missing. What could have happened to her?
Everyone, hurry! I heard a scream coming from Professor Yuritsa's room!
Yuritsa? Ah, the combat professor with the mask. He has always been rather suspicious. We must hurry.
Professor Yuritsa? Are you there?
He does not seem to be here. Hmm? On the ground. Professor Manuela!
受伤了吗？
She's unconscious. Someone clearly attacked her.
Look at her hand. It looks as though she is pointing at something. There.
There's an opening behind that shelf. Perhaps a secret passageway.
What is the meaning of... Wait, is that Manuela? What happened here?
We know as much as you do. She needs to be taken to the infirmary.
Yes, of course. And quickly. Give me a hand, child.
Understood. I'll support her head. Professor, I'll be back shortly. Please be careful.
Does this mean Professor Yuritsa did it? Could he also have kidnapped Flame?
We should start by investigating this passageway. Do you agree, Professor?
进去瞧瞧吧。
Agreed. The culprit could be hiding inside.
That settles it. We'll take the offensive. Here we come, you monsters!
Shall we, Professor? I never would have imagined. I see someone. They're unconscious.
Flame.
Yes. And there is someone else, too. It appears to be another student.
Someone's coming. I recognize that Scythen mask. It's that jerk we fought at the Holy Mausoleum.
That sword. You must be. One of us will die. The other will live. I will enjoy this dance of damnation.
艾德尔贾特不在啊，那我们就全员出击吧。
Our objective is to recover Flame. Let us hope we are not too late. Something odd about the floor over there. What will happen if we step on it?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
You're fine, kid. You can do it. Right there. You got it.
Thank you.
神速态势除了休伯特啊，人人都加上了这个神速态势。
Stay focused.
我可以跑多远呢？铁枪。
Allow me to demonstrate.
炎帝兵
That is that.
一看就是艾德尔贾特的人啊，他还在这儿装。
Contraptions in the floor. Stay alert.
这个地板的话是回避地板啊。
As you wish.
Battle.
I guess I have to. Must be awful losing to me. If only my research had such results.
Put me in there.
无火境界加上这个钢斧，可不可以一击毙命呢？但是的话，这个命中有点低啊。啊！太丢人了。
Put me in there.
I will get the victory. I will remove you. Flame spirit protect me.
That was fun to watch.
That's my cue. Winning's always nice.
这个还是需要门扉钥匙的，对吗？门扉钥匙。哦，他身上也有门扉钥匙，不用担心。
Oh no.
射他！
Got him! I can improve too, you know. Yeah! It's over! Yeah!
Should I have held back?
每次受伤的都是卡斯帕尔。
Predictable.
That is that. Another step forward.
炎帝兵好弱啊！艾戴尔不行啊，艾戴尔。
Stay focused.
Interesting apparatus. I wonder if we can operate it.
So you have come. I'll make sure you never leave.
等一下啊，看一下这个是防御地板，才加2点的防御，用不着了，直接过来解除。诶，哦，其他人在这儿，
Thanks for helping.
Growth is a part of life. I will win.
佩托拉的必杀好高啊！
War feeds my body and mind.
Battle.
贝尔继续来阴人。
As you wish. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Allow me to demonstrate.
As expected.
Predictable. It's over.
That is that.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Should I have held back?
我装备了起源宝贝啊，起源宝贝的话呢是克制无效，就是说本来弓箭手是克我这个天马骑士的，现在也克不了了。我靠，你这么远的射中我！
Each battle, a chance to grow.
让菲尔迪南特过来放一个神速态势啊，不然大家走的那也太慢了。
What a thrill!
哦，我记得那2个箱子，一个是这个，一个是这个，对吧？ 才一滴血，不用给我聊了，支援一下卡斯帕尔。
Helpful.
I did. What did I expect?
弓箭手就是这么强。
Let's do this.
Predictable. Yeah. Should I have held back? Such power dwells within.
Shot.
打佩托拉这么不要脸的吗？
Each battle, a chance to grow. I still have much to learn.
"让卡斯帕尔去开宝箱。
I thank you.
This over yet?
中50%。
Not so fast.
This is our chance.
As expected.
门飞钥匙留一把就可以了，然后我就停在这里。转移。
Much needed.
其他人都留那儿就好了。射中啦！射中啦！高必杀，必杀有多高呢？25%。
I have no need of you.
You worked hard for nothing. This is harder than expected.
"先过来干死一个。
Should I have held back?
其实你们过来也没什么用。
Appreciated.
雷电剑。
I thought I was dead.
帅气。
What did I expect?
主要菲尔迪南特走得太慢了。
Helpful.
No use.
就站这儿吧。
Flame spirit protect me.
不对，我好像不是这个，这个的话是开这个机关的，错了。
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
是中间的这个吗？应该是这边的这个宝箱吧。 行军戒指很好，下面就看我表演啦。
Stay focused.
提升魔防，天地之剑。
Now you will die together. How joyous.
天哪！
I'm not setting a very good example. Be mindful.
快过来给我奶一口！
That's my cue.
Thank you. I will get the victory.
Eh, 他怎么不打我呀？他。
Such power dwells within.
按魔法的考试准考证，
Halt.
来蹂躏我吧！
You are getting in the way of my game.
Huh. You'll have more opportunities to play soon. Your work here is done.
Understood. I will go.
We will cross paths again. I am the Flame Emperor. It is I who will reforge the world.
艾戴尔
Flame Emperor? Rather worrisome that he sounds intent on showing up again.
艾戴尔在这里玩得很开心嘛。
Are they both okay? We should get them out of here.
The enemy is withdrawn. Let's carry them up.
They're pale and their pulses are slow. Still, I don't believe their lives are in danger.
You found Flame? Where?
You missed the most important part of the mission. We found her within that secret passage. The culprits were the Death Knight and... what was his name? Ah, the Flame Emperor. Sadly, they got away.
All that matters is Flame's safety. Right, Professor?
就是这样，本来想抓住他们的。
It is unfortunate. If only you could have waited for me to return.
We will take these two to the infirmary. Professor, please inform Sedith.
Whatever the circumstance, I'm glad Flame is safe. Though I'm curious to find out who that other girl is.
你在装，你在装。
Huh? Professor? Is that a smile? You look happy. I don't think I've ever seen you like this before. Anyhow, we should hurry to Seth. He must be beside himself by now.
Professor, please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once more. Flayn is safe and sound, and I have you to thank for that. Mere words could never express how thankful I am. I am indebted to you.
都是学生们的努力。
Yes, of course. I shall express my gratitude to the students as well.
可是为什么福莲会？
Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the rite of rebirth, the one known as the Death Knight. Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yuritsa. And we cannot forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear. However, I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flayn's blood. The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare, and extremely dangerous. If enemies who know the secrets of Flayn's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Brother, wait.
Flayn, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us. That is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
I see your point. I do. However...
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class?
好主意。
You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that. With a professor like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
I see. I am afraid you have a good point. Professor, due to my position, I have closely scrutinized everything about you. After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally. So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flayn's safety?
乐意之至。
I am so glad that Flayn is safe. Yet I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl. She wore the uniform of the academy. But who is she?
她是我的杀父仇人。
Well done, Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance. I have been told that Manuela and Flayn are recovering nicely, as is Monica.
莫妮卡也是学生吗？
Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flayn, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However...
She is a student from last year's class. She went missing just before she would have graduated. It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her in the monastery. We assumed she had run away. I never dreamed that we would find her. Not like this.
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black Eagle House once she has fully recovered. Our enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious and continue our investigation. However, we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
After all, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field next month.
Yes, the students will remember it for the rest of their lives. Please guide them so that they may show us their best at the coming battle.
So, you'll be going to Gronder Field next month. You've never been there before, have you? There is unease in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much.
一起去施救站吗？
Sorry, but I've got my own mission, and it's far from Gronder Field. The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them. What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings. Ever since the Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach, and elsewhere too. There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead. Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you.
老爹，你能不能不要给自己插旗啊？你要去唱戏吗你？真不吉利，我明白了。
Don't just nod solemnly. There's nothing to worry about. I'm just being cautious. Then again, I guess you're always solemn. Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
"又获得了5000块钱。
Professor, you already know about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, correct?
好像听过，又好像没听过。啊
Well then, allow me to fill you in. It's a large-scale mock battle between the rival houses that takes place every year.
Its scale is incomparable to the mock battle we fought during the Great Tree Moon. It will take place in the vast Gronder Field. That is in Empire territory to the southeast of Garreg Mach.
Whichever house defeats the most opponents wins. Of course, the professors also fight alongside their respective houses.
Well, usually. Professor Manuela is being prudent. She will not be participating this year. Since his longtime rival will be absent, Professor Hanneman has also declined.
那么我该怎么办呢？
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Are you feeling any better, Professor Manuela?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
果然还是不公平的吧
Oh my, look at you! If you're as confident as all that, my students will walk all over you.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
终于到了激动人心的施救战了，这施救战才是我们火焰纹章之风花雪月的主题啊！之后第2年的话呢，也是不停的在施救战，对吧？地下考试准考证，看一下多了什么外传呢？王国贵族结婚余文。 哦，这个的话还是跟英古利特我们玩青视线的时候已经做过了。这个 钓鱼大会，大地的祝福，收获季，魔力变异团结会。看一下，在刚才的战斗之中，我们的支援等级是否有所提升呢？休伯特和林哈尔特。
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation...
Linhardt. Here again, I see.
Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time. Ah, yes. The double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No, that cannot be correct.
Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start.
Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than whatever it is she has to say.
While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
Hobby? But this research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same. You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered imagination. In truth, you have talents that many, including myself, will never have the privilege of possessing.
Are you complimenting me, Hubert? That alone deserves to be studied.
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for the cause you have chosen to waste your talents on, which changes frequently, I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or results. Learn to apply yourself to something constructive. You may still have a bright future.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not going to leave me alone. I just want to live a life doing things that interest me. Is that so wrong?
That is unacceptable, even for a nobleman. Her Highness will soon ascend the throne. She's attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're coming from. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Pathetic. Keep to your books, then. Goodbye, Linhardt.
接着是休伯特和贝尔纳提塔的 C 加支援等级。
Hubert?
Yes?
I wanted to thank you for the other day, you know, when I fainted. Thank you for carrying me back to my room.
That was nothing. It saved me effort in the long run. Leaving you there would have just caused even more trouble.
I guess that's true. Well, thanks. There, I said it, and now I'm going.
Is this why you've been circling me like a vulture for the last several hours?
Vulture's a bit... well, yes.
Yet you would have fled if I'd approached. It seems you will avoid me at almost any cost.
Well, that's...
You don't need to say it. I know. I'm frightening. I'm told so often.
Please don't laugh like that!
Apologies. I will be mindful not to laugh in your presence from now on.
The grin of death itself! Terrifying!
You think so?
Oh no! Now you're angry too!
Hardly. I'm sorry to have frightened you.
No, you're not! It's a trick! You're lulling me into a false sense of security! I can't stand it!
She's a lost cause.
我们本周末还是选择散步。苏蒂斯。
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, There is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
苏里斯的眼光好狠呐，好毒啊！一眼就看出了托马修不是人。钓鱼大会，夺回秘密名册，在墓前献花。新增的任务啊，这个任务的话是 DLC 新增的。
Professor.
Welcome to the Monastery fishing tournament. You look confused. Didn't Sadith tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame. I have a favor to ask.
钓鱼大会钓到的鱼，我先去问一下妇联。
I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
OK， 等级3以上的鱼就能胜过佩托拉。等级3以上的鱼。
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. But they haven't been biting.
会不会是被鱼讨厌了呢？
I didn't think of that. The truth is right in front of me. Oh, just kidding. As though a fish is smart enough to be afraid of me.
别笑了你，笑得像个傻子。
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
他要有那个飞羽，应该是。
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition. I just caught this fish here. Why don't you try catching a bigger one of the same type?
走，钓鱼去，给了我50个鱼饵。咦，卡斯帕尔也在这儿。
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
等级2，好吧，就是等级2、3、4的鱼呢，我就可以胜过他们3个。等一下。
Oh, so you're taking part. How would you feel about a little friendly competition? Catch the same kind of fish as me, and we'll compare the two. Biggest wins.
等级3以上的鱼啊。
Let's see. Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is, but it's still pretty big.
想回帕梅拉吗？
Why do you think I would want to do that?
Professor, has Setith told you? We're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need, staff and student alike.
你似乎很擅长钓鱼。
Yet I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at it. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
我上次种了5个蔬菜种子啊，现在来收获一下。我获得了3个枯萎的蔬菜，什么鬼？ 桃、醋栗、鹰嘴豆、洋葱、无筋，2个蔬菜种子，3个枯萎的蔬菜是什么玩意儿？福朵拉南方产的种子来1个，蔬菜种子来2个，剩下的话我们来种果树种子。类似提亚。
Are you taking part as well? Why don't we have some fun with this? A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor.
嘿，他们这群人就都想跟我比是吧？
Go all the way to Gronder Field. It's idiocy to travel that far. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor.
哎，原来他不是要钓鱼的。
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing tournament? Let's put your skills to the test. Whoever can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
好啦，这里的人呢，我们全都对话过一遍了啊。那现在就开始钓鱼吧。钓到等级4以上的鱼。小的鱼影，这个肯定不行啊！福朵拉鲤鱼，钓鱼大会上钓到的鱼体型一般，3星啊，这个是个3星的鱼，要钓一个4星的鱼。巨大的鱼影，机会来了！托塔提斯飞鱼，这是个5星的鱼啊，可以了吧？福莲就是想吃飞鱼啊。
Oh. You're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
哎，我不赢了吗？
Did you catch something? Is that the best you could do? Looks like I'm the winner. My fish looks bigger and tastier.
哎，我不是有了吗？这个不算吗
？All right, let's see what you got. I lost? But how? I guess I underestimated you, Professor.
他送了一个铁斧给我，这么穷的吗
？Show me the fish, so we can see whose has the biggest size. I will have comparisons now. Your fish has way more size. I have had losing.
获得一个铁剑。哦，看来是我要先跟他对话，然后再去钓鱼啊，然后钓到的鱼呢才算。因为刚才我是先钓完再跟拉斐尔对话嘛，所以就。
Oh, you've caught one. Let me see. Aw, too bad. Looks like mine was bigger.
啊？我不是等级。 我这个不是，哎。
Oh, you aren't.
Oh, you caught one! Yes, yes, yay! Oh, this is it! This is the fish I have been pining for. I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately.
Thanks. I guess that's it. That was fun, wasn't it?
然后就没有啦。哦，然后钓鱼大会结束了，然后我就不能。
This created more fun than I have experienced in a long time. Did you also have the fun?
哦，现在我就不能给。 已经结束了，我就不能跟亚修。
Fishing was a nice change of pace, but now it's time to focus on the battle of the eagle and lion.
好吧。所以的话呢，我要先接下这个任务，然后的话再跟这些人对话，然后我再去钓鱼。钓完鱼呢，要先跟他们回任务，最后再把鱼交给福莲，这样才行啊。
The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flame is happy. The fishing. I heard you did some.
他有没有什么失误啊
It's not mine.
好像没有他的东西了。
I wasn't expecting much, but this tournament was a lot of fun.
再过去跟英古利特对个话。
All that's left now is to eat it. Should I smoke it? Stew it? Ugh, I'm drooling already.
好吧，那我们。 洛莲兹，菲尔迪南特在那里，过去跟他对个话。
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan. But after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
菲尔迪南特呢，告诉了我们关于福朵拉的历史啊。那王国呢是从帝国分裂出来的，同盟呢是从王国之中分裂开来的。
Do you have time for a request?
讨伐山贼啊，这是一个。 锻造石。
Hey.
Pardon me.
Professor.
托马修，索隆，你在这干嘛呢？
When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face, you know it is almost time for the battle of the eagle and lion. Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fodlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Murden.
密尔丁大桥啊，我对它唯一的印象就是我玩青狮县的时候呢，就是在密尔丁大桥啊，怼怼回来了。刚才丢的那个战略呢是，休伯特的东西。
The Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yuritsa. He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course, but it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
耶，李扎老师。
After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game.
或许没错。
I knew you'd understand, Professor.
要挖小凡吗？不挖，不挖。挖了他的话，小王子也太可怜了。
I need a favor.
Flayn and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
小王子，你就跟我说这个吗？
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up. 林哈尔特他在大厅干嘛呢？
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest.
社会性缓冲期。
After graduating, we'll enter into noble society, which means contending with all the intrigues and dramas that entails. I want to just postpone life for a bit. Fish, nap under a tree, skip out on lectures and... Well, not your lectures, of course, Professor.
墓地那边呢有一个任务啊，我们去接一下。小张鞣制皮革，小动物皮革，擅长狩猎之人，难道是菲利克斯的？这边是通往哪里的？那边有个楼梯是通往哪里的？这个是大厅2楼啊。鲜艳的羽毛饰品。 布里基特，那肯定是佩托拉的啦。下次碰到他的话呢，就把这个还给他。哎，天上怎么有个马？飞这么高干嘛呢？
Ah, I see. So you are Gerald's child. You so resemble your mother.
这个修道士的话呢，他是 DLC 之中的重要人物。 你认识我的母亲？你是谁
I am nothing more than a common monk. I knew your parents once upon a time. I've been gone from the monastery for some time now because, well, it matters not. Might I ask a favor of you? Do you mind terribly picking up some fresh flowers to place upon your mother's grave? I am certain she'd be deeply moved to receive a gift from you.
当然没有问题啦。这个人的话呢，是我们主角母亲的舔狗啊。哎，我刚才看见天上有个天马，现在怎么没了？ 走吧，这个学生在这干嘛呢？我们过来这里采花。 紫草，为了供奉在某人的坟前而种植的花。淡桃红色的可爱花朵正成群的盛放。哎，现在就可以回去找它啦。我们先去找一下贝尔，看看他在这个月呢有什么新的对话吗？水虫。
Hi, Professor. Want to know something? Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire.
就在你家。
Next to my home, the region of House Varley.
哦。 在他家旁边。
Oh no! What if my parents come to watch?
不会有贵族来参观的，大概。
Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
The battle of the eagle and lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
我们的学籍会获胜。
That's the spirit.
Right.
雅尼特。
Gronder Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it.
古龙达兹施救站。接着的话呢，我们去给主角母亲的舔狗送花。
What the?
不，其实应该是给主角的母亲送花。
Thank you so much. This is just the type of flower she once loved so dearly. I can rest easy now. I must be off. Take especially good care of yourself, won't you? Please, look after Gerald. She'd have wanted that.
他虽然是我们主角母亲的舔狗啊，但是他对杰拉尔特呢，并没有恶意啊。其实他是一个善良的舔狗。
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the three classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward.
真想要
Just what I thought you'd say.
你丢掉的
Yes, that is
战争论。
Thank you. Where did you find it?
Along with Flame, we found another female student who went missing last year. But now the combat professor Yuritsa has vanished. His origin begged many questions, so there were plenty of objections to his appointment here. He is apparently from House Frim of the Empire, but he was adopted from another family, or so they say. Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about House Frim in recent decades.
确实啊，伊艾里扎的话，他跟梅斯是同母异父的，这个姐弟啊。为什么是同母异父呢？因为就是他妈妈嫁给了刚才说的那个什么福那个什么贵族家里面啊，然后就成为了生育机器。
Professor, what do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor. Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year. Don't worry. I won't participate in any assignments, so as not to take any attention away from the younger students. I look forward to learning from you, Professor.
艾戴尔是不会透露出他真正的目的的。唱歌，我们让两个最不喜欢唱歌的人来唱一下吧。
Is this necessary? I'll sing if I must.
Must I? Fine. But I will sing it solemnly.
他俩的志愿度应该提升了吧？怎么？似乎要再过一段时间才能加升迁吧？啊？这样吗？好吧。要过多久呢？难道是非要我们选择了这个帝国线
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
在想事情。
The Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
没错，就是你弟弟。诶，这边过不去啊。那个人的话呢，是在教堂的外面。好像又是送求爱信。
I have a favor to ask.
既勇敢又笑容灿烂，还重视家人的那一位。深情的信啊，这个的话是，送给阿罗伊斯的。
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. I appreciate this.
现在就可以去交任务了。
Hey.
连送给阿罗伊斯的这个信都不敢自己去送啊，连魔法水晶，连贝尔都不怕阿罗伊斯，你居然怕
My savior, thank you.
接着我们去一趟宿舍2楼，看看菲利克斯在干嘛呢？
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
就这一句话，好吧。英古利特的话呢，他其实是这个菲利克斯他哥哥的未婚妻啊，就是他的准嫂子。然而呢，因为他哥哥死了。所以，害得英古利特变成了一个寡妇。
The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship.
I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment.
没问题。
A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
教职员研修。
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I appreciate you taking the time.
西提斯的话就不用跟他教职员研究了。爹地。
How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Hmm? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the Monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay?
我反倒比较担心你哦。
Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much. I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
老爹到底几岁了呢？听他这个语气，好像也活了几千年了。
I don't know if you've heard, but Flame is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her. If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal.
努力说服他吧。
Have you ever tried convincing Seteth of anything? I'm not sure I could convince that man the sky is blue, if he hadn't already looked up for himself.
文章器具，研制文章，研制文章的话还挺好看的。去找一下马努埃拉。
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
就是要有那种气魄。
I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
教职员严肃。去食堂吧。 装有石头的麻布袋啊，这个是拉斐尔的。今日菜单：香烤洋葱汤。我们请这个阿罗伊斯和卡多利尼。
Oh, my favorite food! You've got to try this.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody! Hey, Alois. Looks like you're done for the day. Care to join me in the dining hall?
Ah, Catherine. How could I refuse?
Nothing like a good drink. I feel better already. The grub's not bad either. This is the perfect way to end a long day of work.
I couldn't agree more. It feels like a weight's been lifted from my shoulders. It's at times like this, when worldly worries fall away, that I can really live in the moment. It's intoxicating.
Worldly worries, live in the moment. Look who's suddenly waxing poetic. Wait, you feel intoxicated before you've had a drop of booze? Talk about a lightweight.
Hello! Just the man I was looking for.
Ah, yes. Were you the fellow selling ancient coins?
Yes, sir. Since our meeting at the antique shop yesterday, I got my hands on something new. Here we are. Look at this magnificent coin. Do you see the engraving? It's the crest of House Karen, one of the kingdom's most prominent noble families. It's an exceptionally rare piece, commissioned by a hero 1,000 years ago.
By a hero? 1,000 years ago? I'll take it. How much do I owe you?
For a collector such as yourself, sir, I'm happy to offer it at a discounted price. Let's see, that'll be...
Hold on. Stop trying to swindle my friend. You're claiming a hero from House Karen had their crest engraved on this coin. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Tell me, as a collector of antiques, are you familiar with this piece? It's a legendary sword.
Ma'am, please, keep your nose out of my... What? Is that Thunderbrand? That's not possible. It couldn't be.
You are familiar with it. Excellent. Perhaps you know how cleanly it slices through lyres and sheets.
Ah!
Ah! You're saying that whole story was a lie?
I thought it was obvious.
阿罗伊斯这么好骗的吗？接着我们请艾黛尔和汉尼曼请一顿蜜桃冰沙。
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
已经吃了2顿饭了，等级应该提升了吧
？What is on my agenda for this afternoon?
Professor Hanneman, may I have a moment of your time?
Ah, it's you. Very well. I am quite busy, but if you are here to discuss my crest research, I would be happy to oblige.
I'll pass on that offer. I'm just hoping you'll explain something to me.
Oh, I doubt if I have anything of particular interest to share.
Why did you abandon your noble standing in the Empire? And don't say it was for your crest research. There are institutes for that within the Empire.
哦，原来这个汉尼曼的话，他以前是帝国的贵族啊。但是艾黛尔，你不是本来就想废除这个贵族制度吗？现在人家不来做你们帝国的贵族，你反而不开心？
You could easily have remained a noble and still been able to visit Garrick Monk, or request the cooperation of the church.
Certainly that was an option, but I desired a better research environment. Treasures and holy artifacts reside here that cannot be examined by someone outside the church. I required access to those things, no matter the cost.
But surely your noble status would have allowed you greater funding and resources. Even secrets of the kingdom and the alliance would have been easier to obtain as a noble of the empire.
What you say is true. I cannot deny that. Both paths have advantages and disadvantages.
I see you're unwilling to be forthcoming on that topic.
I don't know what you mean.
I've heard that you used to enthusiastically research crests for the Empire. You abandoned the Empire, yet retained your focus on crest research.
I just wanted to know why.
I feel your suspicions of me are unwarranted. I haven't the time now, but perhaps I will tell you more if the opportunity arises.
看来汉尼曼有很多秘密啊，哼哼。因为福莲加入了我们呢，我们重新设置一下他的目标啊，学信仰和指挥。接着的话呢，我们请 Dorothea 和马努艾拉来吃这个饱腹蔬菜杂炒。他们可是歌剧团的人啊，都是看看有什么特殊对话。
Look at how fancy the professor is, dining with 2 stars of the stage. You must be flattered, no?
We can't sing and dance our way through the meal, but do you like the opera, Professor?
我们来看一下 Dorothea 和马努艾拉的 C 等级支援。
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. Ah, it's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
来请一下菲尔迪南特和卡斯帕尔。
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
"还是蜜桃冰沙比较多，我们请林哈尔特和贝尔纳提塔。
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
费尔迪南特和卡斯帕尔。
That settles that. And don't even think about brawling around here again.
Impressive, Caspar. Well done.
Hey, Ferdinand, did you see that fight?
I saw it from start to finish. Both parties were at fault, disturbing the peace. Then you stepped in and corrected their behavior. You are setting a good example. I am proud to call you my fellow noble.
Your fellow noble? I wasn't even thinking about nobility. That had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me, nothing? Resolving conflicts among common folk is a duty of the nobles. Is that not what you were doing?
I guess so. But it was more like instinct or something. I saw people acting out of line and I had to step in.
Ah, you were acting on impulse. You might be better served following moral convictions rather than instincts. Take me, for example. I always bear in mind that I am a noble and behave accordingly. The fortunate must help the unfortunate. That is my guiding principle.
I never have any idea what you're talking about. If someone's in trouble, you gotta help them out. Simple as that.
A difference of opinion, you might say. Very well then. Believe what you will. I will not expend energy trying to change your mind.
Maybe all of this noble stuff just isn't for me. Hey! Don't walk away when I'm talking to you!
好了，现在可以结束周末的行动了。委任指导吧。
May I ask a question, Professor?
我没有什么问题要问，要怎么做才能想得到问题呢？不如说根本不需要让我提问吧，请直接跳过我，这也算是一个问题啊！哼。
Wow, you're a genius, Professor.
艾戴尔贾特，支援度提升。
Oh, it's you. Out late again, I see. What brings you here?
睡不着吗？
Is it that obvious? I despise being cooped up when sleep evades me. I just have to get some fresh air.
我也睡不着。
So I see. Still, it's ill-advised to stay up so late. I should get some sleep too, but... Have you ever felt a sort of longing for the outdoors? I have. There are times I long for the warmth of the sun, for a sweet breeze on my face. Do you remember what I told you the other night? About my past? None of my siblings had a chance to lead the sort of life they deserved. An ordinary life.
我记得。
My siblings and I we were imprisoned underground, beneath the palace. The objective was to endow our bodies with the power of a major crest. I have always possessed the Crest of Saros, inherited through the Hresvelg bloodline. But it was only a minor crest, and most of my siblings bore no crest at all. In order to create a peerless emperor to rule Fodlan, they violated our bodies by cutting open our very flesh. Now here I stand, the fruit of that endeavor, Edelgard von Hresvelg. But that came at too high a price. The others were sacrificed. Ours weren't the only lives devastated by that terrible process. Innocents died as well, without even knowing what they were dying for.
这个就跟那个达斯卡悲剧有关，应该是。总之呢，达斯卡悲剧啊，就是艾戴尔跟那些地底人搞出来的，还有那个亚德兰宫。
And there you have it, the truth of the Hresvelg's empire.
是谁做出那种事？
Prime Minister and his gaggle of nobles. They had the Empire under their thumbs. My father, the Emperor, tried to stop him, but it was futile.
之前呢，其他人的支援剧情里面也出现过，其实就是亚德兰公和菲尔迪南特他爸，还有休伯特他爸啊，这个3个人搞在一起，然后呢，把艾德尔他爸给架空了。
My father was nothing but a puppet on a string by then. He was powerless to save us. I know how it all sounds, but when you see my true strength, you will know I speak the truth. I have kept it hidden all this time, but I will reveal to you the power of my second crest. It is the same as yours, the Crest of Flames. When it manifested for me, I swore a silent oath. For the sake of my family, and for all the poor souls whose lives were traded for my existence. For their sake, I will build a world where such meaningless sacrifice is never again sanctioned. As Emperor, I will change the world. I swear it.
Yandy啊。
No need to concern yourself with trivialities, Lady Edelgard. I will handle this.
Hubert, the whole point is for us to achieve this together, don't you think?
Perhaps you're right. Then let's see it done quickly.
We have no good excuse for it, but somehow we came up short.
Agreed. The bar may have been set rather too high.
I'm getting it.
我们来更改一下目标设定吧。艾德尔贾特呢，让他学习一下辅术和飞行。他的飞行等级有点低了。卡斯帕尔的话呢，也换成辅术和飞行。支援信息啊，没有任何的提升。行吧，那我们本期的话呢，就先结束在这里了，我们下期再见吧。